Hello everyone and a warm welcome back. Yeah, we're off to Disney World. No, we're not. We're not going to Disney World or Disneyland. Welcome to Spokane International. I can't is this Mr. X's or is it Vertical Sims? It's one of the two. I can tell because of the integration of Sam. So here we are. It is not a default Spokane. It is available. If it's Vertical Sim, I bought it. If it's Mr. X, it would be on the the .org forums, X-Plane forums. I am not using my X-Plane Map Enhancement Pro for this flight, and there's a very good reason for it. So default terrain, elevation data, everything else. This is XP12.3.2. Came out a day or so ago. And we're going to fly an old favorite. I still can't believe this aircraft is free. We are in the Zibo Mod. Because we're going to be flying up to Vancouver. And the reason why I don't have all my add-ons kind of stuff and all that, and I've got the weather set to a preset, is because I want to see what the authors have done at the airport. So we are going to Vancouver International. It is the only thing I bought for XP12 during the Black Friday sale. We are here, cold, dark. I haven't even got the GPU called over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a setup and all that. We'll over to runway 21, and we'll depart. I want to go in on 26 left at Vancouver International because I want to see if they've got. I just installed the airport, even though I bought it days ago. I want to see if they've got the Air Canada sort of service hangar, storage hangar there. Do they have Helijet? Do they have the Millionaire Terminal in Harbor Air? And all that, just off the threshold of 26 left. So I want to see if that is there. They said it is up to 2025 rendition of Vancouver. So we will go and check it out. I'm not going to do a deep dive on it because I want to fly a GA aircraft in there. Probably a float plane, and I want to see how the dock, because there are docks down there. Harbor Air does fly float planes, and Pacific Coastal out of Vancouver International in the Fraser River. So we will see. Don't forget to smash the like, share, comment, subscribe. You know the whole thing. If you click show more, you will find out where you can get your own Zibo. Delivery is from the xplane.to, if I recall. You'll also find a link to my Discord, how you can support the channel, as everything you see on this channel is bought with viewer donations and my own money. We do not do sponsored content. And, of course, my computer specs will be down there as well. I've been making a lot of 4K videos lately. That's not going to happen in X-Plane. It's just not optimized enough. So we're in 1440p 60. Will we hit 60 when we get to Vancouver and that? I don't know. Let's find out. I will see you when we're pushing back. Thanks for flying along with me. All right, so here we go. Let's get ready to do engine start.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
Okie dokie. We'll start too. Oh. Not if you don't shut those off, you won't. This is an AMD thing, anti-aliasing, not the greatest. That should do. Make sure you wait for this to get above like 25, 26, then add fuel. It's not a 777 or, you know, something like that, 787, where you basically can, once you hear the motors start turning, you add fuel. It's fine. That's not the way it works on this aircraft. So definitely don't do it or you will flood the engines. And then you'll have to try doing dry starts to burn off the excess fuel and then do it the correct way. Another tip I can give you, do not turn your probe heaps on until both engines are started. Otherwise you'll get like a temperature reading here of like 100 or something. I don't know if that's a bug or if it was fixed or what. We don't need the probe heats on here because I am using a weather preset. It is a beautiful few clouds, but nothing. I've got to have some texture.
And now we'd like you to pay attention to the following safety video.
And you could probably hear the cabin announcements going on.
Complete. Set parking brake.
We will also get a ding and a light up here, and it'll tell me the cabin is ready and secure. 27. In goes the fuel.
Table are up and carry-on baggage is under a seat.
Smoking is not allowed at any time. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying smoke detectors in the lavatories may result in a fine.
U.S. law requires passengers to comply with all signs and crew member instructions about seatbelts and smoking.
So
That's aviation law. It's not a U.S. thing.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
There are internationally agreed to. You on, you off. Now we can get these on. Gen 1 is good. Battery. Gen 2. It's working a little harder because, because we just started it. And we have 2 good engine starts. You are free to disconnect. We will look for the handoff on the left-hand side, and we thank you for your service. We'll catch you next time.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
And we waved off, and there we go, and that's that. And the taxi lights, that's all good. Everything else up here is good. Yaw dampers on. Doot, doot, doot. Forgot the anti-collision lights, but you know, well, I haven't flown in some time. For the Train Sim fans, we will be going back into Train Sim World 6 at some point. Maybe Classic. I haven't quite decided yet. And here we go. And we're just basically going kind of straight ahead. Yeah, of course there's no controller. We are not on VATSIM, so I'm not really concerned with... And as you see, the cabin is ready. We will clear that. That sends an acknowledgement to them that we have received, that they're ready. Get the TCAS on, David. I have to reread the manual. By the way, we are on the absolute latest version of the Zibo. It came out a day or 2 ago. Maybe a little more. I'll show you the version number in a sub. Well, here, we can do this. There you go, 4.05.06. If you're new to XPlane 12, the XPlane 11 version is not getting updated anymore, unless something somehow changes. Then Mr. Zibo will go in and then the team will fix it. That's not to say it will never, get some updates and that, but most of what has been added to the XPlane 12 version cannot be replicated in XPlane 11. Like the underlying code in XPlane itself does not exist to be able to do it. It's not for, lack of wanting to try. It's like they just can't do it. This aircraft makes data ref calls and all that stuff. These data refs and calls don't even exist in XPlane 11. So there's no way for them to do it. So if you think you're going to get a lot of what you see and hear, like the air, I don't want to say airside services, I'm not sure. But some of the stuff, you're just never going to see it in XPlane 11. It's time to move on, peeps. Doesn't mean you can't still fly it. I still have XPlane 11. And here we go. We'll just head on down. We got flaps 5 set. RTO is set. Runway heading is set. Cabin has already told us they are ready to go. And here we go. I've got to get my chair rearranged here. That should be better. Okay, we are taking off, so I will get the engines to continuous. Now we can speed up a bit. Really lovely. Absolutely love the Zibo. I mean, I still pinch myself, that it's actually free. I'm not trying to tax the beauty. I just want to get to the runway. I still can't believe it's free. I will put this up against the PMD. In my humble opinion, I said it even back in FS 2020. And I owned the PMDG 737. I said the Zibo is a better aircraft. And the Zibo didn't have anywhere near the flight model and reaction to atmospherics and everything else like that, like it does now. I would still put the Zibo up against the 2024 version of the PMDG. Simple as that, and this thing is free. Atmospherics are looking good, even though I don't have live weather on. It's about 10 a.m. in the morning here. Maybe 11. So getting a bit of haze in that. And again, no X-Plane map enhancement or that stuff. I want to see what the airport we're going to looks like. And see what the authors have done. And X-Plane map enhancement could end up interfering with that. So I don't want that. I do have Sim Heaven running though, however. Because I'm sorry, the AutoGen in X-Plane 12 just makes my eyes want to bleed. Sorry, it just does. There we go. Landing lights on. And I didn't have to do anything. That was automatic. Here we go. There we go. Okay, that is all on and that is on. That's good.
Approaching 2-1.
Waiting for the cabin ready light, telling me the crew is all strapped in their jump seats. Unless I already got it and it cleared itself, I'm not sure.
On runway 21.
Check to see the engines are stable. Start the clock both sides. Here we go. I've heard good things about the liftoff characteristics of the aircraft, so I'm looking forward to seeing that.
80 knots.
Confirm neutral by 100. Holds the center line nicely.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Oh yeah. Climbs like a champ. Absolute beauty. Doesn't look that brutally bad down there for default. Still hand fly. Man, it's beautiful to hand fly, let me tell you. Good Lord. I don't know what the team did, but man, is it good. We'll go to flaps 2, and let's just get you on. All right. Thank you. As we head on over, I'm just going to get these off now. I hate these ones that have got force switches. Drives me nuts. Clouds are looking good. Ground textures don't look horrible. Get you to there, you to here. And we'll just go flaps clean. So when I do the GA flight, I will put the X-Plane map enhancement on because I will have seen most of what I want to see at the airport. Maybe do a flight out in Nanaimo. Or maybe Tofino. I don't know. I had a request to fly the Landcare Legacy. I kind of want to fly my Beaver though. Simply because I want to see, you know, will my plane go through the dock? If the docks are even there. That's another thing I want to see. But you know, we'll see. Oh, you're these multi-position. Ah, dang you. Multi-position things. I hate these things. We're above 12,000. Those can go back to there. We'll get the seat belts to auto.
It's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. Also remember to use caution when opening overhead bins, as items may have shifted during the flight.
Oh yeah. I've never actually had that happen, you know. Have luggage that, you know, like a carry-on bags and stuff like that up in the bin and they've actually shifted around. I'm sure others have. Anyway, so here we're going to do, I'm going to give you a flyby. And what I'm going to do, I don't want the video. Your time is precious, especially with Christmas coming up and everything like that. I will bring you back, you know, top of descent area. And we will begin our flight into Vancouver International. I want to thank you for flying along with me. Don't forget to click show more. For those new to the Zibo, I will link you up with the xplane.to. You can get the full pre-compiled with all patches and everything version of this aircraft that I'm flying. I patched mine up from earlier version, but it'll have all the features that this one does. I haven't, I've got to read the EFB manual again. I don't know, I don't have the weather radar turned on, but we have no weather today really of any mention anyways. So you can get it there. Computer specs are down there. Link to my Discord, always free to join, how you can support the channel. And I'll see you around top of descent. Thanks for flying along. And welcome back. We're about 8 miles from top of descent. Whee! What I'm looking for? Will the engine start spooling back in anticipation of doing top of descent? I believe the Zibo does do that. Even earlier versions of it, but we'll see. So now I'm going to get these to 263, which is runway heading. for 26 left. In reality, we would be landing on 8 right today, or 8 left. But of course, I'm using a weather preset so we can see the airport. And there are numerous height restrictions, altitude restrictions on this arrival. I still think it's bringing us down a little early, but this is the flight plan SimBrief gave us. Already getting a frame hit. Not sure what's causing that. Not sure what this is. There must be a stray waypoint in somewhere. And it has pulled back, so that is good. We'll leave them for a second. The airport elevation's around 21 feet, so you can't do 10s. So just leave it at sea level. And I don't know if Windows is doing something in the background or what. But there is no reason for being out here for having a frame hit. Unless it is Seattle. Okay, because we are to the northwest of Seattle. And that just, it doesn't matter what sim. Seattle tanks flight sims. I don't know why. We will get you on approach as backup in case of anything happens to the PFD. And it's coming down nicely. First altitude restriction is between 12 and 10,000. I'm thinking given the distance it will hold us at 12. And in a minute or so, I will get the fasten seatbelt like to on instead of auto. And get the cabin crew getting people. Let's just do it now. Awesome. In the past, you used to have to trigger the flight deck announcement yourself. You know, telling the cabin crew to get the cabin ready. Now you don't. It's all automatic for you.
Prepare the cabin for arrival at this time. All large devices must be turned on and stowed. May continue to use small item devices. But they must be unplugged from the outlet, set to airplane mode and secure.
Be right back.
Your seatbelts for fasten, seat back and tray tables upright, head rest lowered, and foot rest video monitor stowed. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival and be seated.
Okay, sorry about that. Ah, okay. We're coming down nicely. Frame rate probably is too. Not really impressed with that. Get you to continuous, because we are going to be coming into land. Excuse me. Okay. We'll get you there just in case we lose LNAV. So I hope all my American viewers and subscribers and you know, supporters of the channel, you all had a joyous and blessed Thanksgiving. Mine was pretty quiet. Got some donations from 3 of the people that support the channel. Kitster and Cindy and Drew. So I've got all the maps now for Eurotruck. That is basically where I spent a lot of all the money. They gifted me the maps and such, which was phenomenal because it's seamless on Steam. And I hadn't driven in Eurotruck in like 5 years, so I was missing a bunch of maps. So I am doing a really taking the long way home, going up to Norway. The videos are up on the channel. Next video will go up probably before you see this. And we will arrive in Tirana. It was a 2-part drive from Istanbul, Turkey. I actually started in Poland, started driving south and east. Because I wanted to see Istanbul. I love that city. I love Turkey. Phenomenal country to fly in. Supposedly in Train Sim World, I think we're getting a route in Turkey. If not, there is one in Train Sim Classic. I didn't buy anything for Train Sim at all. Everything was Euro Truck. I already own all the maps for American Truck Simulator, so. Well, except Louisiana and that, because, you know, it's not out yet. And Train Sim World, you know, the more I drive it, the more I see its warts. Let's get some speed brake up. Coming down a little too quick, if you will. I can see that is backwards compared to where I've got my throttle quadrant position for the lever I use. Now, we don't have to slow to 250. But I do want to kind of get to 262. Make it a little easier on the aircraft. Because that is also what's in the FMC. So the Zibo is definitely slippery. I can tell you, this has been an absolute joy to fly. I don't know what kind of voodoo, black magic kind of stuff is in the water where y'all are, Mr. Zibo and Nico and team, but this thing is I'm just going to call it what I think, what my own personal opinion. This thing is a masterpiece of coding. I mean, it is just a absolute joy and pleasure to fly. That's all I'm going to say. Absolute joy and pleasure to fly. And it's completely freeware. It just blows my mind. It really, really does. So I have my physical throttle set to here, because that's where I find it best to be, because I've got to sync the throttles, or otherwise when I start to pull back on the throttle or whatever, it won't actually affect anything. And now we will get to 263. Kevin has already let me know. Make sure everything is going well. Pressure is coming down nicely. Duct pressure is good. Little high, actually, I would think, but I don't know what it is default for the aircraft, so in real life. When down we come, ever so slowly. I will have a vector in here, which is fine. What will be, is it Kipper? Yeah, Kippur. That's something I'd expect to see flying in Israel or something. Absolutely gorgeous. The Gulf Islands and Vancouver Island over there off in the distance. Atmospherics off the charts. X-plane, Laminar has nailed that. By the way, there's a video that Austin put up today about patent and copyright and that. I highly encourage everybody to seek it out. And sign the petition. Because it's a serious thing. And that's regardless of what flight sim or train sim or anything you do, the decision could affect you. And the ability of somebody to say, hey, I copyrighted that or patented this. And it's like a completely superfluous claim. But basically what they want to do in the Patent Trade Office is remove the ability for someone to argue. No, it's not. This is a flurious claim to a patent for something that is completely nonsensical and unrelated. But if it passes, you won't be able to argue against it. And they could say, you know what, I want 100 grand. And I'll give you a license to use it for a year. And in a year I'll be back and might cost you 125. This is just absolute complete bull crap. Get a little bit of it out. There we go. Ah, beautiful. Of course, the North Shore Mountains would look a lot nicer if I was on live weather and had the map enhancement in and everything else. But it's about the airport and about the aircraft. There we go. Oh, coming in beautifully. Are we still too far off to be getting a localizer at least? I do have the right frequency in, right? 11070. There we go. Good thing I looked down. This does have the ability to do LPV GLS approaches as well. Using those, what is it, the WASP radio kind of thing. And we will wait till we hit the 4,000 and then I will cut this off and we'll go over. And come on in. There we go. We will have lots of time to slow down, so I'm not too concerned with this thing. Vancouver is a very busy airport. So, you know, spacing between aircraft. Also a lot of international flights, of course, into Asia. So big aircraft, you know, and you've got to be spacing these things out. You know, a 777, A350 can land behind a 777. You know, needs about 4 or 5 miles, nautical miles of separation. That's it. Unless there's other contributing factors, of course. And here we go. And so what we will do now is go down to here. And execute. Always beautiful coming into Vancouver. Like, even with the X-Plane map enhancement, Google Maps, whatever you want to choose, it is nothing compared to this approach on a day like today. But in like January or February, and the mountains have got all the snow on it and that, it is simply stunning, this arrival.
To go.
Confirmed. Well, the click spots have gotten really narrow. Well, that's fine. And I don't need the charts. I know the airport well enough. How far out are we? Probably 19 miles, something like that. Yeah. Okay, runway is identified. The identifier is correct. We do have the localizer. Never gets old coming into here, I can tell you that much. Auto brake set. Speed brakes are armed. We'll hold off on the flaps. It can slow down on its own. And here we go. Why are you so picky now? Oh, the heck with it. And we'll get ready to go to localizer. And approach. Glide slope captured. Coming back to the localizer. I will get a single level of flaps out just to initialize the slowdown to around 180. Gorgeous. I'm blessed to live in this part of the world, I can tell you. Although I miss Asia more. Auto throttle is on. Oh. Straight to flaps 5. Interesting. She is really slippery. Gear down. Runway is up ahead. We can see it clearly. That'll slow us down, I can tell you that much. Speed brake rearmed. Yeah, it was 140. And we'll just keep bringing the flaps in. Feet on pedals. Okay, I give up on you.
1,000 feet, stabilize, Mr.
Flaps. Flaps.
I know, I'm putting them in. I'm still like 3 miles out almost. Flaps 40. There we go. Auto throttle off.
Approaching 26 left.
Confirmed. My aircraft. Continue.
200.
Landing.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Ah. First screen.
knots.
80 knots, manual braking. Reverse stowed. Well, I'm going to go over towards there. Normally you wouldn't go over there, but I am going to. Because I do want to see if the hangars are there.
3-1.
Well, we're going off on 3-1. Normally you wouldn't, but I'm doing it anyway. Boy, you can tell I haven't flown in a while.
On runway 13.
That is the sound of the spoilers going down. Okay, let's see what we have over here. This is Helijet, and that should be over here. We'll just get the flaps up. Normally you wouldn't park over here. Now, if I remember correctly, Helijet and that is over here. That is the cargo terminal. Over on our left over there. So I am going to park on this compass star. And then we will go up in the free cam and take a look. I see text on the building, so that's a good sign. Oh, shell. Okay, you go there, and I'm just going to leave the plane running, and up we go. So, what do we have here? We have the shell. I didn't even know this was here in real life. Okay. There's the Helijet takeoffs. I'm not sure why there's no markings for them, but okay. Signature, yeah. Millionaire. Helijet, yeah. Okay, show me Harbor Air, Pacific Coastal kind of thing. All right. London Aviation. A lot of people don't know these places over here even exist. Harbor Air. There are the docks. Okay. Shall we see it at night? Because that always is, well, we can just do that. Air Canada. Hotel. Well, those are Air Canada aircraft, so. Oh, I saw that was on 26 left. Air Canada. And this is where FedEx and UPS and all that, DHL and that stuff come in with their cargoes and such. I have to say, that is, I like it. You know, actually in real life, I think this is a little bigger, if I recall. It's been a while since I've been out to the airport. But that is nice. All the ramp areas are nicely lit. We have all the center line markings. Cargo terminal is nice and bright. We have all the piers are in place, the hotel. I'm happy. So, I am more than happy if you're looking for Vancouver. To say maybe, you know, if you fly here enough in that, or you have a connection to the airport, I can recommend the airport. I think it looks good. We will do a flight next time with live weather and the X-Plane map enhancement, but I wanted to see what it looked like without it. Anyways, folks, that is going to do it for this one. Like I said, links to what I use will be, not to everything, but I mean, the aircraft, the airport. I'll still have better pushback and that listed down there and that for you. Will be linked in the description below. Just click show more. You'll also find a link to my Discord. Always free to join, as well as 2 ways you can help support the channel. So we can keep bringing content to you. My computer specs are also down there. The airport, I believe, is available on the .org store. I got it on Sim Market because it was on sale. So you can decide where you want to get it. Until the next time, folks, my name's David. It's been my pleasure to take you on this flight in the absolute magnificent Zibo Mod. I'm going to message Nico and just say, man, that is just spectacular. Into a new, sort of new, Payware rendition of Vancouver International. Until the next time, I want you to stay safe, be kind to one another, keep the blue side up, and I will see you in the skies, on the rails, and on the road. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you again real soon. Truck Sim video should probably be up either later to, well, up on Thursday. I think I'm going to put this up on Friday or Saturday. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you again soon.